loves. So today's video is going to be mediumship, spirit box for California wildfires or whatever comes through. And I had an awesome idea that I've never, for some odd reason, thought of. But I don't know. I might do this. I might not do that. But if I do pull from these oracle cards, which would be this deck, I'll show it better in a minute, in this deck, possibly these decks, we'll see. If not, we might do other ones. What I'm thinking about doing is going ahead and leaving the spirit box running while I'm doing the reading and just seeing how it goes. And so the spirit box is this device right here. And what this does is spirits, entities, unicorns, angels, whatever comes through from whatever realm comes through this device. And they speak and you hear the voice. You hear them laughing, you hear whatever it is, but you hear vocals. I might also use my digital recorder from like forever ago when I went paranormal investigating. I still have that one from back then. And this device right here helps to amplify white noise or whatever it's called. It helps to amplify the energies and everything. So it helps them to tap into this to pull energy to communicate instead of trying to bust light bulbs and pull from energy sources and drain the digital recorder, spirit box, whatever. Yeah, it's true. I have to record. Oh, is there a battery section on this thing? I think there is. Oh, that kind. Yeah. So I would have to charge it. But I think the battery was starting to act up. We'll see. I know I'm going to be using this. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to test it. Not let it play through. Like it'll just be a test run. And I'll have to listen to see if it, how loud. Because I'm going to have to do the, before I show you this device. The spirit box is going to have to be connected to a speaker. Because this little speaker itself is so low. It's very hard to hear. This will help to hear it. So I don't want it too loud. I don't want it too low. I have to find the right volume because I haven't done this in like 1,000 years, or I haven't done it in this type of setup. Yeah, it's been a while. I think I have used that microphone before. Anyway, then I might set, I guess, over here somewhere maybe. I don't know if it's got, I might do it like that. Yeah, it'll probably be seen a little bit better. I'll try to maybe lift it up somehow. Anyway, this is, if I remember correct, K2 meter. It's been a while since. What it does is like, here's green and it goes into yellow and stuff, and then it goes into red. When you see red, be careful. Orange or red, because that's where they can get to the point they can get physical. They can get it can get dangerous pretty much. Depending on the type that's around you and communicating. If it's from a evil type of realm. If it's something good, then that's fine. You don't have to worry. But yeah, so just be mindful of that when that happens, because we have had, when I was paranormal investigating and stuff too, we have had, being pushed and physical encounters when it got up to that point. The one that was attached to me that had an attachment to him was a very evil being, and that one was always getting the meter up to red. And so yeah, that was pretty fun. Anyways, so I wanted to at least show those devices, kind of mention it a little bit real quick, and at least you know what the video is about, because if you do not like this type of stuff, then probably after a little bit, when I say, okay, here we go, or whatever, and I start to, do the devices, then yeah, you might want to be like, okay, I'm done, I'm not watching. But, I'm trying to think, because like on the previous video for the autism that I just made, that one, I ended up kind of teaching a little bit about this. I wasn't showing any of this, but I was kind of teaching a little bit about mediumship and different things. So anyway, if it comes back to mind, I'll teach it. But if not, then that was meant for that video, for whoever watches that video. If you are watching this video too, then you'll get extra information and stuff as well. So yeah, so I got to tinker around with this. I can't remember if I needed to charge this, because I think so. I don't think this has like battery. So it might actually be a little while before I can actually do these videos, because I got to mess with everything again, make sure I have all the batteries. And then even if not, then it might have to be another day if I don't have everything set up. But if I am able to today, and I remember, I might, like I said, try to leave if I feel it's safe enough, depending on what we've communicated with and on what vibe and everything's happening. Because I have to have enough energy after all of this to close any type of doorways down, make sure everything goes through and all of that. There's processes and stuff. But anyway, so I might try to do oracle card reading. We'll see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video for now. And then, like I said, actually, even though I'm stopping it, I apologize. I got to say this again. You're probably fixing to hear the intro. And the intro is, basically the way that the YouTube and everything is set up right now. This video is going to go on different platforms, so I apologize. Some other platforms, I'm able to be free about things, straight up transparent like I usually like. On this one, I can't, so I have to abide by the policies and all that kind of stuff. So, but I do want to say that, I'm trying to remember what I was trying to say because I had to go on and on and on and on and on and on about this. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the intro. So I do apologize about that. Basically, it's pretty much, oh boy, no, I need to get mine down too. Don't worry, we're going to do stuff in a second before I start filming my night. But we are filming real quick. It's been interruption all day. If you watch the previous video too, you'll see that. It's just been interruptions constantly. And also, when I'm going to do spirit boxes and things like that, because anytime I use my mediumship or readings or anything, and I'm opened up like that, I'm definitely going to be all over the place. I'm not going to be able to be focused like I would like to be and all of that. So it's kind of in a way, I guess, that my soul already knows what's fixing to come, and I'm just like, wee, already getting ready, I guess. But yeah, the intro. So I apologize that I have to do it this way. And again, like I try to say, the reason why I'm doing this is I'm trying to help your favorite creators, as well as I'm helping make aware for people that aren't aware of this. And I'm trying to help remind people, and I'm trying to make sure that there's not a lot of robots or bots, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say bots. And like there's robots. I mean, come on. Anyways, bots. And then I'm trying to also, there's one other reasoning. Oh, there we go, my little man, because we're having to drink our juices down, and I got to get mine down too. There we go. And I'm going to, we're going to be working on that next. Hold on. Give me 1 second. And, there was one other reason. I hope it gets to the point where we don't have to do this. Oh, that's the main reason. Is that, I'm not here for monetization. I'm here for helping to reach out to people that needs our type of content. Monetization would be a bonus. That's if I'd even get anything for it. But the point is that people that do need my type of topics and everything that could be beneficial or helpful or whatever for them, I'm trying to reach people like that. And so that's the whole point of why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I have this intro. So I apologize, but go ahead and watch the intro, or if you've already seen it about 1,000 million times, you can fast forward it. And then you'll see me again, and we'll go from there.
Hi, hello. Since you're watching this video, are you a human or a bot? If you could, please be kind and let me know you're a human by liking my video, maybe a comment, or even sharing my videos. Can you show YouTube activity to keep my channel active? That's if you like my content and want more of it. My channel, among others, can vanish into a black hole, never to be seen again if you would like. If that's what you prefer, you can continue to watch without liking, subscribing, or commenting. And your wish to vanish our channels is granted. YouTube will make sure of that and grant your wish. Or if you want to help me and creators you love, please share your love and support by liking, commenting, being subscribed, or subscribing, sharing our videos. Did you know that when there is no activity like no subscribing, no liking, no commenting, no sharing, no watching videos in full, that this is what harms your favorite YouTubers' channels? And if they got verified by ID and with no activity, then loses verification and we have to verify again. Do you know what this means and what happens? Back to only 10-minute videos. We can't share clickable links anymore. That we mention in the videos. So easy access for you to click and go to the websites shared. Among other things we lose access to, even community posts. So don't you like luxury and being able to read someone's posts? Or watch videos longer than 10 minutes and click on links? Instead of copying and pasting, then fix the spaced parts to share unclickable links. You can help us by being active on our channels. Ever wonder why your favorite YouTubers disappeared? Well, if we don't have your love and support, we won't be able to create content that some of you like. Being mindful of others helps others, is kind, and being a loving soul. So if you want more of our content, please help us. Stay subscribed or subscribe, like, share, comment, join in on community post. So if you want more of our content, please help us. Stay subscribed or subscribe, like, share, comment, join in on community post. We all have a story and reason why we create content. We were sharing something of value that some do resonate with. Please help your favorite YouTubers, including us too. We sincerely, with deepest heartfelt grateful appreciation for all of your love and support when you are able, even for other YouTubers. But before that, I want to wish you and your loved ones dreams, goals, desires, prayer intents, prayers, etc. to come to fruition with ease and grace. And I am sending you energy healing with love and light. And thanks for helping my channel and others' channels grow loves. Next up is the video's content that this video is about. Once you stop seeing this intro, that means we got enough activity to keep this channel going. Let's aim to stop this intro with me, please. You're helping me with educational videos or encouraging, inspiring, dreamy, enchanting stories and songs and more videos. Like autism, energy healing, spiritual coaching, human enlightenment, mediumship, mentorship, gardening, cooking, etc. Lots that I do. Each channel is different, and I have playlists for each channels, if our channels do go. If you like our content, follow our X accounts or my SoundCloud account, found on our channel's description page. Much love all. Get ready, here we go. Here's the video.
Okay, so we're back. All right, so fun part is I got to do some charging. That's what I'm doing right now. Like the speakers, they need some charging. And then the K2 meter's fine. I don't need to add anything. Now, the only thing with this, though, is I am by the computer. So, but that's why I was wanting to test it out real quick before, because you'll see me later in the day by the time I come back, because I got to get things charged and things like that. So my plan is to set it here. If it will stay, though, we'll see. And I'll have to remember to not touch that. But just giving an example real quick, because I wanted to kind of test it out, make sure, because people will be like, well, your computer's over here. And so, so far it's still staying green. Mm-hmm. So while we're doing the session, if it starts changing and it goes through the colors, then at least you'll know that, okay, like I said, I was testing it out right here. I'm giving it probably another up to a minute maybe. I'm going to let it sit there, and then I might start moving it around and just seeing. But yeah, I'm hoping that some of the batteries will work. I will have to put the brand new batteries in the spirit box because we do need that, but we really do need the energy source one, but we'll see if I have good batteries for that or not. So yeah, so I'm hoping maybe after an hour or whatever that I'll be able to get this started. And I just kind of wanted to, like I said, kind of do this, test this out, see what. So far, I don't think it's done any type of movement. Now, I might want to move it more here when we're doing the session so it'd be easier to see. I was just trying to get it far away from the computer, but the cell phone's right here. Because sometimes these devices, it probably has to have a notification or something to go through. But like I said, I'm just trying to just do the quick debunking thing, get it out of the way. I don't know. It seems like it's fine. What I will end up having to do, though, is shut the door because my dog does like to bark. And especially while we're doing a session, we want to be able to hear the session, not her barking the whole time, or my cell phone doing that. So if I can remember, I'll try to turn the notification thing on. I'm just watching it. It looks like I'm not. I'm looking at my screen, but I'm looking at my screen to watch that. It raised up the yellow. There we go. We got some movement going. So if there are any spirits here and you're wanting to communicate this way real quick and let us know, go ahead and go through here. Now, I did just have that notification or clock alarm go off too. So that could have been what triggered it. Maybe a delayed trigger. Who knows? But if you are communicating with us, do that again to let us know that, you know, you're communicating with us and that that wasn't the phone or that it was the computer or anything, or any other disturbance or whatever in any other way. It hasn't happened again yet. So could have possibly been that. I don't know. But I will try to, like I said, I will turn off the notifications before we do this. And my son keeps messing with the ceiling fan. So I was trying to see maybe could it be that, but it didn't trigger it. So I don't know. It was either the alarm that did that or a spirit did go there. I don't know. And I don't know if something triggered when I had it over here, you know, if it did the same thing too or not. So I'll know that at the beginning of, or we'll know that at the beginning of the video together. You'll see it. I'll see it when we watch it together. And that would be kind of cool to have one of these as a premiere type video. I would like to do some premiere because at least that'll way, because it's harder to focus when you're doing live videos. It's harder to focus on trying to, you know, read comments and stuff and trying to do things at the same time. Unless you actually have a team working with you and they're like, hey, someone asked this or someone asked that, you know, and I'm doing everything by myself. So for people like me, it's probably better to do the premiere or whatever it's called, to where we can actually watch it together and you can ask the questions and then I can answer them, you know, then. I don't know, I do need to give that a try sometime, but it's just, like I said, giving it a minute more, but so far I haven't seen anything. We get closer to the computer, so because the computer's now well, no, it's still a ways away, but as far as a camera, you know, I can only show so much. So, but we will use this, and like I said, I need that light off of it somehow. That's what I'm thinking. My son keeps messing with the curtain. I keep trying to close it. Anyway, but we'll do that, and yeah, that's what we will do. So now, hopefully, when I come back, we'll actually have it going, or I would prefer, if I'm going to do any cards, I would prefer to do it after the session, and then just to see what happens. Like maybe while I'm reading, maybe they'll say the answer while I'm reading. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool, things like that. So, but yeah, so basically, like I said, anything can come through this device. It can be anything, because people, you know, some will automatically be like, oh, that's a demon, that's a devil, that's a this. Well, for one, stop saying that, because you're constantly feeding them fuel and you're constantly keeping them around. Just saying. And when they are around, by the way, sometimes you will know, because sometimes you'll hear like a maniac sounding laugh or just weird, crazy stuff happen, and you'll feel the energies change. Like it'll go from, you know, I don't know how you explain it. It's like, it's almost all dark feeling, but when they're around, it really gets dark. It's just like, uh-oh, the hairs on the back of your neck are standing. You feel fight or flight. Your heart starts pounding. Anxiety starts racing. You might start panicking and this and that. That's why we have to, as a medium or whoever, whatever you go by title wise, we have to learn, practice, and train for these kind of things to be able to continue to go with this instead of being in a panic mode. You definitely don't want to be in a panic mode, because that's what they feed off of and that's what they want. And it's because they will sometimes mimic, they will sometimes try to use some of your loved ones' voices, depending on what type of being and this, that, and the other, and what they're trying to do. And so it just really depends on what comes through and how it comes through. If it gets too dark, I will shut it down. I'll be honest. I prefer to use these devices outside of my house. But the only reason why I'm taking these chances is just because the fact that I do know how to close things and the steps, the procedures, and all of that I need to do. No, I do not want to do this on a regular basis, and I will not. But I used to, but I will not. And so, not here. Like I said, when I get to the point where I can actually travel again or travel, period, and do anything like a normal person can do, then I'll be able to do that. But right now, I got my little man. Like I said, he's nonverbal. He's 24 years old, and it is not safe to ride around with him. I explained most of that in the previous video about the autism video. I think these are both going to be pretty much kind of like podcast style in a way. Just me talking, hearing, and this and the other. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I just got to wait a little bit, but I will be back. And y'all will see me back pretty much within a second. But I'm not going to be back in a second. It's going to be a little while. So here we go. All right. So we're going to test this out just to see. It is at level 24 for the volume. And I think it was this one I used. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to see if we can hear them come through here. Sounds like they're already saying stuff. Some of the voices are familiar. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and then let's see what was happening. Just to see if it was loud enough. I'm not quite sure. I'm about to find out. Okay, here we go again. So that wasn't as clear as I would hoped it would have been. I'm going to try lower, I guess, on this video instead of making a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to try lower, and then I'm going to try higher, and we'll see if it sounds clear at all. If it don't sound clear at all, then I will have to somehow find a way to record through the when I was just showing you on my digital recorder. I put it up. I'll have to charge it. I think I put the program to get but if I remember correct, it was harder to get it on Camtasia Pro. I don't know. I got to figure out what to do, but I'm hoping I can get this clear enough sounding. So we're going to try lower. I'm thinking 20. And then I'll try 15. So we'll just keep trying. So this one is 20. They're saying the same thing. Let's see. Okay, now we're going to try 15. Yeah, if I remember correct, it don't actually go down. So I don't think it actually went down. We're going to try to do it now at 15. The reason why there's a pause is because they can't get the right signal for them to, let me see. Okay, we'll do this one at 10, and then I'll stop it, and then start again at 15, stop it, and then I think 30 will be the last. That'll be the highest. So we can at least have an idea of which one can we hear them better at. So this one is 10. Did they just say police officer shooting? Because we do have 2 cops that live here. That's what it sounded like they said. Trying to get this going. And then you'll know it's on when the lights. Okay, so now we're fixing to do 15. And then after that, we're going to do 30. So I went ahead and I got the white noise thing on, the white noise EM. Went ahead and got that on too. And then, so now we're going to try volume 15. We'll go from there. Everything stupid. Facebook and then something. Okay, now here's the problem. If it works best at 30, then we're in trouble because it's going to be hard to hear me. So I'm hoping we can find some sort of volume where I'm not having to holler so loud to be heard, because I'm going to have to ask questions. And y'all are going to have to be able to hear me as well as what they're saying. So I'm hoping that 30 is not the volume that we need, but we're fixing to find out. And like I said, if I have to, I will get my digital recorder charged and then we'll do this. But in the meantime, if y'all are here, though, definitely use this device and put your energy somehow. I don't know how to do it because I'm not a spirit, but maybe wave your hand or something. Let us know that you're here through there as well. Because this lets us know that you're here by changing the colors of the lights. So like right now, it's just more neutral. But like if you were to put your hand here or whatever, like I said, then it'll start lighting up to the lights. Or through the lights. So it lets us know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to all this, and we'll go ahead and shut everything down right now. And I will come back and let this keep charging. I think it's right there, yeah. I'm trying to keep it about where it was so I'll know. Hopefully it's, let me put this here so I'll remember. I got to finish my juice and everything. But anyway, hopefully it's not too loud because like I said, you got to be able to hear me. And, you know, because I got to ask questions, you got to be able to hear what they're saying. What I'm going to do, just to let y'all know ahead of time, is what I've learned with this device here locally is it's going to go through the channels because it goes through the radio channels. Think AM or whatever, PM, whatever it's called, FM. Anyway, it's going to go through the channels. And when it gets to a certain point, I think it was the 8 numbers through the 7. I don't know if it goes down to 5 or not. I think it goes 8, 7. Can't remember if it's 6.5 or just 8.7 and then back up to the 1,000 something down. Anyway, when it gets to that point, there's going to be nothing heard whatsoever, no matter where I've lived at around in here or done this at around in here, and not here, just this house, but talking about like locally in this area of Texas. Anyway, it's always the same thing. So I've learned, okay, that's when I'll ask the questions, and then kind of like letting them know also ahead of time right now. So I'm letting y'all know also that whenever it gets to those numbers, if y'all see that, I'm not going to be able to hear y'all. So when that happens, I'm going to ask the questions, and then therefore, while I'm asking the questions, and most of the time, if I remember, I try to point at it to let them know and let y'all know, like, okay, start listening out. We should be able to start hearing them again pretty soon. If not then, because sometimes by the time I look at it and notice it, I'm like, oops, it's already happening. So, but anyway, that's pretty much it, what to really know about. I try to keep it as simple as I can. It sounds like a lot of the stuff that they're saying, they're still saying again, from what I'm hearing, except for there was a few things that I did hear, like the word everything and police and shot or something and all that. And I do have some police officers that live here in this neighborhood. So it could be pertaining to that as well. However, also there is somebody personal to one of my relatives that had something personally happen to one of their friends. And so it could be pertaining to that as well. I forgot about that till now. So I could be being reminded because it could be him. I don't know. But my aim is, if I'm able to communicate again with that guy's parents. I don't remember their names. I'll have to look all that up if I can remember. If not, then hopefully they'll be able to get their names or whatever. But that's the thing. So if I start asking age or names, things like that, you're going to hear a whole bunch of different numbers and a whole bunch of names said. And so, because sometimes it could be they're here for somebody, and so they're trying to say somebody's name, or they're here for themselves and they're saying their name, or they're here to communicate with somebody. So they're going to say the person's name that they want to give the message to. So, like I said, it can get to be a mess. So I'm going to try to keep everything as simplified and as explained as I can. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep this video short, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes long as far as the spirit box session. Because like I said, like what I had to do right here when I was listening to this, testing this right now, I have to listen, rewind, play. And then when I finally have the word, then I'll be able to type up the word and hopefully can line up the word with when it's being said, because then you got to take time on that. So you already got a few minutes that already went by, maybe 15 or whatever, just for one word. So it takes a long time to edit these videos. Now, if I wanted to, I could just say, okay, listen and hear what you want to hear and blah, 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 which that's one of the things I was explaining in that video, which I will need to explain real quick here. So depending on what's going on in your life, this is what I'm being guided. Depending on, now there's other reasons besides this, I'm just saying. This could be one reason. So depending on what's going on in your life, what you're resonating with, you're going to hear, or what you're going to hear that's resonating for you while you're hearing the session. So some of us, let's say I hear the word apple with 10 other people. 10 other people hear the word orange. 15 other people hear the word watermelon. 5 hear the word lime. So we're all going to hear a specific word in a specific way. It doesn't mean that it's right, that it's wrong, that it's this, that it's that. It just, that's what we're hearing. And like I said, it could literally be that possibly what is pertaining for you at that moment, or it could be something that is pertaining for the video at the moment. And like I said, there's just lots of reasons that it could be. But that's one of the reasons why I'm being guided to tell y'all that, right now. If you are new to me, I am an accredited certified practitioner, teacher of mediumship, metaphysics, energy healing, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of things that I do teach and do as well. So I do these as services as well. I've had paranormal investigating. So in other words, I've had practice training and this, that, and the other to be able to help with this. Now, that does not make me above anybody else, does not make me below anybody else. It makes me equal with everybody that's into these type of fields. Some of us just have more experience. Some of us have less experience. Some of us have, we have our experiences, and we're going to resonate with our experiences with others who have resonated with our experience. Or sometimes we'll hear of something that we haven't resonated or experienced yet. And then maybe that's something for the near future, or for a client, or for a friend, or whatever. So it just really depends on a lot of these things. But anyway, I really want to get this going as quick as I can, because I don't want to keep these energies and everything going in here, because I got to shut doors and all kinds of stuff. So, but yeah, so I got to listen to this real quick. I'm going to find out about what level do I need to put it at, and hopefully it's able to be heard. If not, like I said, I might end up having to do the digital recorder. I don't know how long that'll take to record. So record to charge. I might end up just having to pick as best as I can for this microphone for today. If I do another session sometime, I don't want to do them too soon, back to back or anything like that. If I'm forced to for reasons, then I'll be forced to for reasons. But like I said, I'd rather not do this in my home. I would rather be out in the woods or somewhere or something doing this. But anyways, but I do know the steps of what I need to do to, make sure that we're not affected and everything. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and listen, and then you'll see me start the session hopefully next, and then we'll be able to end the video after that.